welcome back to another episode of O's Closet. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm more than likely the big brother you always needed in your life but never knew that you had. Why? Well, one, I be keeping it real. Two, I be kicking game. And three, I think I'm genuine as, you know what I mean? So if I was a younger YG, man, I would definitely look to gather as much information from people like myself as much as possible, you know what I mean? You know what, on that note, let me just go ahead and big up anybody else that's around that's putting out dope lifestyle content for the younger generation to follow and just really stay tapped in on a higher frequency and move like intentional and with a sense of purpose. I don't know any of those other platforms, but I'm pretty sure you guys that come to my channel may frequently check out other pages. And if you guys do know some, drop them in the comments below so I can check them out. But shout out to everyone that's out there putting out solid information, legitimate information, and sharing with, you know, a genuine heart and genuine intentions in mind, you know what I mean? So at least that's why I come on here and share this game, this knowledge, and you know, everything that I share on this channel is based off of my experiences in life. So I would never come on here and share anything with you guys that I don't know anything about. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why you should go ahead and subscribe to this channel right now. But if you guys are a subscriber, go ahead and bang that like button right now. Tapping in with me. Thank y'all for tapping in for another episode. Man, I feel like I'm on fire right now. I'm kind of in rhythm. I'm in my bag right now. Still in my bag like the fries at the bottom. Oh, who said that? Still in my bags like the fries at the bottom. Who said it? Drop it in the comments below. I want to know. I want to know. I'll give a hint. He's notorious for wearing a hat similar to this, with his own logo on it. All right, y'all drop that in the comments below if y'all know that song. With that said, man, I want to get on to today's episode and why we're even here. All right, so last week I brought to you guys my 5 favorite fragrances part 2. And it did pretty well, man. It did pretty well. It inspired me to come back today for another episode on fragrance. Today, I want to give you guys my top 5 fragrances for the winter. Okay, it just makes sense. It's still cold. It's still going to be cold for at least another, here on the West Coast, at least another month. At least, that's crazy here in LA, at least another month. But I know around the country, the winter's still here up until late March, okay, early April. So these are some scents that, you know, I believe are perfect for those seasons, okay? Those seasons, fall and winter, really, but winter that we're in right now. All right, so I want to go over some more fragrances because I got a plethora. As I'm looking at my collection, I have so many. I could do summer scents, spring scents, you know what I mean? Because I think there's just like in my last episode how I mentioned you want to dress the occasion, you always want to scent the occasion as well, right? I just made that up off the top of the head, right? We want to scent the occasion. So with that said, you guys know how I like to start this. So before I get into the fragrance, let's just talk about why winter fragrances are important. You know, unlike the summer and actually, let me just go ahead and explain the differences in the scents, right? In winter scents, summer scents. So in our summer scents, we're gonna get our fresh scents, our citrus scents, right? But in the winter, we want our woody scents, our ambers, our leathers, our muskies, right? Well, actually, musky is a form of, amber and leather fall under the musky category, right? But you want woody, so your cedars, your oaks. What else do we want? Your sweet flavors like vanilla, cinnamon, cardamom. These are all winter scents, right? And these are scents that you should be looking for in winter fragrances, right? Or winter/fall fragrances. They're important. They set the tone for the season, right? And we want to be in season with our fragrances as well as our clothes. Like, you don't want to wear a tank top in the wintertime and you also don't want to wear a parka in the summertime. So we don't want to wear our extremely fresh, overly citrus scents in the winter. However, you do have the ability to rock some of your summer fragrances in the wintertime, right? But we want to stay away from the overly citrus scents, okay? So with that said, now let's talk about why you want to choose these scents, right? Why these scents are important. Now, in the wintertime, it's obviously colder, right? Colder, meaning there's a lot more drier climate. So it's a lot harder for our scents to, it's a lot harder for our fragrances to create a scent bubble around us, right? It's a lot colder. Whereas if in the summertime, when it's a lot warmer, our body temperature is hotter, right? We begin to sweat. Those allow those summer scents to come out of our skin, right? That's just natural. That's just how the body works. When we secrete, we sweat, right? Fragrances start to emerge, right? Or odor starts to emerge. It could be good odor, bad odor, right? But that's what happens when the body heats up, right? We understand that, right? So it's important to create or to choose scents that have stronger, more bolder scents and profiles for the winter, okay? So with that said, let's get into our first fragrance of the day. Now, you guys know me. I like to keep things in order for you guys. So just like always, I'm gonna start from the lowest price point up into the highest, right? Meaning that there is something on this list for everybody, okay? Listen, affordable fragrance is affordable, and it is for everybody, and I want to show you guys that through this range of fragrances, which, by the way, they're all pretty much in the same price point, right? With the exception of one, right? I feel like your summer and spring scents are a lot more expensive. That's a personal opinion. I don't know. You guys be the judge, okay? Let's go ahead and hop into our first fragrance of the day. Okay, our first fragrance of the day is 1 Million by Rocco Rabanne. Okay, y'all see that, the gold brick? It's been mentioned before on one of my lists, okay? Today it's mentioned for other reasons, okay? The other reasons, obviously, of course, one, of course, being that it's here for being a winter scent, okay? Now, this is a leather fragrance. Literally, when I was shopping and I purchased this, they sold me on it being a leather fragrance, okay? So what do we know about leather from what I explained earlier? It's a musky scent, okay? It's also woody, it's musky, it's leather, it's floral though. Yo, the profile has a strong floral scent, right? Mixed with some amber, and yeah, I said woody. I think one thing that we're gonna find in common with all of the fragrances that I'm listing today is that they all have a woody profile. I think that's something they all have in common, and I think that is, you know, part of the reason why they're all winter scents, obviously, right? Now, it smells so sweet. It's nice. It's nice. Something about winter fragrances just make me feel warm. You know what I mean? Something about that. Now, the price point on this 1 million 100 milliliter bottle, all right, is $108. Okay? Now, I think this is extremely affordable for all of us. I think it's a staple that all young men should have in their in their collection. When I say young men, like, you know, it's not like, I don't believe this is a scent for men over 50. I mean, I feel like as you get older, like your style gotta change, and I don't think this is for men over 50. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know. But before I get on to fragrance number 2, I do want to say that, because I want to let you guys know too, this is a fragrance for men specifically, okay? There's some on this list that are unisex, so I want to be specific about this one. This is for men, okay? But that said, now let's get on to fragrance number 2. Okay, fragrance number 2 is Dylan Blue. Dylan Blue by VERSACE. Yes, sir. All right, its profiles consist of amber, aquatic. Ooh, that water. So, and I'll get into this. I'll get into this once I finish. But amber, aquatic. It's obviously woody. There's citrus, and it's musky. Okay. See, now this is one of those fragrances that kind of teeters the line between winter, fall, or fall, winter, and spring, summer, right? Because of the citrus, because of the aquatic, all right? Those two profiles specifically, all right, make it possible and give it the flexibility to be an all year round fragrance, okay? But obviously it's woody, it's musky, so it is perfect for the winter, okay? I love this cologne. Very affordable price. It is for men, okay? And it is listed at $130. So, fellas, ooh wee, man, it's that citrus. But again, the aquatic, those aquatic scents, man, it's just, but man, you get that musky, that woodiness at the end too. Oh, that's such a potent, proper smell. Fellas, Dylan Blue by Versace, you gotta pick this up. It's listed at $108. Excuse me, it's listed at $130. You gotta grab this. You gotta grab this, yo. Listen, I've had this for 2.5 years now. Look how much, can you guys see? Can you see? I don't know if you can see how much is, but yo, I have so much of this fragrance left. It's crazy. My cousin's calling me. Y'all seen this guy on TV on the commercials? This is my real cousin. All the commercials. Yo. What up, guys? Wait, hold on. I'm shooting a YouTube video right now about fragrance, and you talk to me about Creed. What you saying?
Oh, that's funny as hell. So look, bro, I looked around and bought the Creed VERSACE, right?
Yep.
Great scent, love it. $300 and something.
Yep.
Nigga, Instagram got me, right? They like, check out these alt fragrances, right? Nigga, I bought that alt 27. It smells exactly the same for $50.
No way.
Nigga, the same for 50 bones, bruh. I'm about to hit these niggas for all them high-end fragrances that I was about to pay $500. I can't even. Bro, it's the same fragrance, dog. It's crazy.
So what you saying is niggas waste their money.
Niggas are wasting their money. The alt one, man. Like, cause if you want to rock it regularly and you don't want to feel guilty about spraying $300 shit, get you that. I think it's alt 27. I'll send you the bottle, nigga. It smells exactly the same.
Oh, you gotta
crazy.
Send me the link too.
It's fucking crazy. Niggas, I'm like, ain't no way, but I'm like, it's $50. Let me see what's up. Bro, same shit. And it's the parfum and not a toilet. So it's literally the same.
Oh, bro. Yeah, yeah, put me on to that. Share the link with me.
I'm gonna send you the link, bro. That shit was crazy, man. You heard about Molecule?
Nope.
It's one of those where it's like a scent enhancer, and it's almost kind of designed to be worn in conjunction with other things. And it enhances your your natural scent as well.
Hey, now that was great. I ain't gonna hold you. Can't make that up, bro. That's my real cousin tapped in to just hit me on some fragrance because that's what we do. We hit each other on just like whatever, man. Everything that's gonna like help better us, make us better people, better men, right? So, yeah. With that said, I know we closed out fragrance number 2, but with that said, let's get on to fragrance number 3. Oh, also, you heard Cousin Nate. Cousin Nate gonna hit us with the link. I'm gonna drop the link below that apparently has the alternative scents for those not looking to spend, an arm and a leg. I'm gonna drop that in the description because, the fellas need that. So shout out to Cousin Nate. Y'all tap in with Nate hosting on Instagram. He doesn't have YouTube, but you see him on TV. He's got an American Express commercial, Mercedes-Benz commercial, Pepsi commercial, and Target commercial all on TV right now. So he's that one black dude from the commercial. Shout out to cousin Nate. Okay, the next fragrance we have is 1270 by Frappin. Okay, 1270 by Frappin. 1270, interesting story. 1270 is the year that they established the brand, although the fragrance hit the market in 2010. This is a sweet, fruity, and woody fragrance right here. This is also our first unisex fragrance on the list, okay? So, man, I don't know why, but when I get this smell, I think of turtlenecks and Chelsea boots. That's what this fragrance smells like. Turtlenecks and Chelsea boots. All right, fellas, this is real grown. I love that it's unisex, but it's so strong enough to be for a man. It's a beautiful scent. I don't wear this enough. Clearly, I don't wear it enough. You guys ever heard of Frappin? 1270 by Frappin. This is definitely a fragrance I encourage you guys to check out. Okay, the price point is $135. Okay, it is unisex. It is unisex, and it is a strong winter scent, right? Specifically for the winter only. This is like one of those ones like, you do not wear this shit in the spring, do not wear this shit in the summer. It does not go at all, okay? But we're talking winter scents. I think it is a strong candidate for the top spot in this selection, okay? So 1270 by Frappin. You could get it at $130 at your local department store. Wherever you buy fragrance, you could find that. All right. With that said, let's get on to fragrance number 4. All right. Our next fragrance we have is Jo Malone Dark Amber and Ginger Lily. Yes, sir. Now, this right here, this cologne, it's crazy how fragrance. You know what? That's an interesting thing too. It's like food. I think fragrance has the ability to take you back to a specific time in your life. And before I even smell it, right? Just the look of it. Reminds me of winning a Super Bowl. I bought this in 2016 on our way to the Super Bowl, and the smell of it makes me think of Toronto, Chicago, and Las Vegas. Those are all the places that I traveled upon winning the Super Bowl. But this scent, this fragrance, it's woody. I'm getting hints of an amber. It's sweet too. And you know what? I want to say it's floral as well. It definitely has hints of floral scents. That's for sure. And I want to say that's probably more than likely part of the reason why it is another one of our unisex fragrances. All right. So, the dope thing that I learned by purchasing this Jo Malone fragrance is not only, and I don't know why it took me so long to learn this, but it is what it is. Upon buying this, or when I bought this, I found out that you could mix fragrances, right? So Jo Malone had a couple other fragrances which I keep in my toiletry bag, like they always travel with me. I mix with these and they blend perfectly. But that inspired me to come home and try different combinations with a few other scents that I already have. And let me tell you that, it is a risk. It is good risk by mixing fragrances, but sometimes you could hit, man. So I want to encourage you guys to just give that a try every once in a while. If you're feeling stagnant, maybe right now, if you're in a position where, man, you really don't want to buy no new cologne, right? Try mixing a few of your fragrances together. See if they create a scent that's worth sticking with for a while until you're able to buy a new fragrance. Okay, so one thing else I want to mention too about the scents. Me, this is pretty interesting because I haven't really said this about any other fragrances, but to me, it smells strong, powerful, but also like, I would say that strong and power comes from that dark amber, and like sensual coming from the ginger lily. This is a strong choice. And if you guys don't have Jo Malone, check them out. Check them out. If you never heard of them, check them out. They also do candles, which are bomb as well. Candles dumb expensive, but just imagine having, a fragrance burning in your house as a candle. So it is definitely a mood setting candle. If you guys have the chance to check those out. If not, be sure to check out their fragrances. They have a plethora of them. They're all unisex, which is dope, right? So your girl could rock it too, right? Which, fellas, there's nothing wrong with you and your lady rocking the same fragrance. Of course, you definitely don't want to rock it on the same day, but sometimes what you got may smell good on her and what she got may smell good on you. I'm not saying this for everybody. I'm just saying it's possible, okay? With that said, I want to get on to the fifth fragrance of the day, the fifth and final fragrance of the day, all right? Oh, I didn't even give you guys the price point. The price point for the Jo Malone is $139, all right? $139, fairly affordable. To be honest, all of our scents have really been pretty affordable. You know what I mean? Yeah. So all of these fragrances have had strong woody profiles, which make them perfect for winter and fall. So I want to just complete it off. Obviously, you guys know it's been pretty tough for me to go give you guys a list of fragrances without mentioning this specific brand. So it's only right that we finish today's episode with this final scent by Bond Number 9. Harlem by Bond Number 9. Okay? Man, Bond has so many different fragrances. I know they're expensive. I know they're pricey. But let me tell you, man, there hasn't been too many scents that I found stronger than Bond Number 9. Now, off the back from Harlem, I'm getting, first of all, it's another one of those fragrances that just smell warm. Coffee, vanilla, Off the back, I'm getting coffee. Shit's spicy, but it's sweet, like vanilla. Obviously woody. Yeah, those is what I'm picking up from the Harlem 9, from the Bond number, from the Harlem by Bond Number 9. Now, it smells so sweet. It smells so sweet. Like I feel like it's a fragrance that you want to wear for an event that's indoors. Talking to people. You want people to smell you wearing this. Now you ain't trying to hide nowhere. You're looking for all the conversation. Yeah, that's a strong choice right here. This Bond Number 9, this Harlem by Bond Number 9 is priced at $275. This Bond Number 9, just like all of their fragrances, which is a dope thing, another dope thing about Bond Number 9, just like Jo Malone, is it's unisex. All of their fragrances are unisex, okay? That means, ladies, you could come in here and steal some bomb sprays from your man's fragrances, and it's all good, okay? They sell this bottle, now this is the 50 milliliter. Yep, this is the small boy, the 50 milliliter for $275, all right? But it is a winter cologne, it is a winter fragrance. So as you can see, I've had this for, man, years. years. I think I may have bought this the same time I bought the Joe Malone, so 2016. You know, you don't wear it often, right? You wear it in the winter time, so it's $275 over the course of 7 years. I mean, well, excuse me, 8 years. It's money well spent. You know what I'm talking about? So that's for me. That's a even though it's an expense, so technically it's a liability. Who knows? It could be an asset for me for creating a job just based off of the way I smell. So, yeah, that right there will concludes my top 5 favorite fragrances for the winter. So hopefully that answers any questions that you guys may have had about, or hopefully that answers any questions you guys may have had regarding fragrances that you should wear in particular seasons. I know it could be a little tricky because there's so many different fragrances out there from so many different brands, so it's kind of hard to choose and decipher. But I think the more that we learn about fragrances, where to wear them, how to wear them, what season to wear them in, only helps all of us moving forward, right? And I want us all to get better from the content that I'm putting out for sure. I think that's the goal. The goal for my content that I deliver to you guys is for you guys to become better men moving forward, right? I want you to come into an episode hungry and thirsty for information and knowledge, and leaves having received the game that you absolutely needed. So drop it in the comments right now if I'm pouring into you guys, how you guys feel like you needed to be poured into. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash this like button right now. For those, again, who are new here, if you didn't subscribe at the beginning of the video, please subscribe now. Hit that subscribe button right now and help this community continue to grow. By the way, it doesn't hurt. Share some of these videos, y'all. If you got a homie who needs some tips, if you got a homie who needed to hear this, share that. Don't be stingy with the game. Give it out just like I'm giving it to y'all. You feel me? So, yeah. I'll catch you guys in a couple days. And if there is anything specifically that you guys want me to touch on, drop it in the comments right now below so I can cook up that episode ASAP. All right? On that note, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.